All right, welcome back to the Spectrum, Utah State University, as we get into the girls' quarterfinals here, the 4A State Basketball Championships. Devin, Van, and Andy ready to bring you Bear River versus Snow Canyon. Here we go. Going to be a lot of fun, Van.
Yeah, this really will. I mean, Snow Canyon's got to be one of the favorites here, and so excited for Bear River. They haven't been to state for a long time and have a brand new coach. And she's done a great job with Bear River in getting them here, and they're going to have their hands full. But you'll see two scrappy teams.
We're going to hear from both coaches here inside of our pregame show. In fact, let's hear from the Snow Canyon Warrior head coach, Dan Roden. Here's what he had to say. He caught up with Kate Dowley moments before this tip-off.
Coach, you come in today with a 12-win streak. What are your keys for tonight's game?
We're just going to play our game. I mean, we like to get out and run, get in transition. Hopefully our press will be effective because that feeds into what we do. So I think just play our game and, not worry about the big arena, and all that kind of stuff, the pressure of the moment. Just play basketball. That's what we've been focused on with the girls. It's still the same game. Just play, and good things will happen. So.
And then what will you share with your team other than that in your locker room?
Stay positive, We've talked about there's going to be some adversity tonight. Hopefully tomorrow if we get through this, we had adversity coming up through the snow, over here. And just kind of dealing with that and staying positive and enjoying the experience, because this is a good experience. It's not something that every high school kid gets to do, And so it's just enjoy it and have fun and go play.
Speaking of experience, how awesome is it to be playing in the Spectrum tonight?
It's pretty cool. Yeah, I've never been here before. We played at SUU before and Weber State, but this is pretty cool. My dad went to school here, and so he was excited we were coming up. And, yeah, it's neat. I like it. It's a basketball-only arena, and you can tell. And they've done a good job. They really thought about that.
Well, thank you, Coach, and good luck tonight.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Back to you.
All right, that was Coach Dan Roden with Kate there, and Coach Roden didn't talk about his star player, Olivia Hamlin. She got some allergies overnight, swelled up. She actually had to go to the local hospital to try to relieve the swelling. Her eyes were literally swollen shut. Livy comes in leading the state in scoring at 23.4 points per game, just ahead of Ridgeline's Emily Skinner. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that as we get closer to the tip-off. Andy, you can't plan on allergies when you go to the state tournament, can you?
Oh, no. No, that's one of a million things that could go wrong, did go wrong,
Andy, talk about Coach Pugsley, though. In her first season, she's done an incredible job, and Bear River earns the 6th seed here into this game.
Yeah, she's really turned this team around. She's kind of like held back. She's like, look, they'll do a lot of inbound plays, but as far as like running plays down the court, she just kind of lets them feel how the defense is and let them roll off of that.
Getting ready for the tip-off here. Glad you're with us on KSLSports.com. Before we get to the tip, let's hear from Coach Pugsley. She caught up with our Kate Dowley.
Coach, this is your first appearance in the state tournament as a head coach. How did you prepare for today?
Well, we worked really hard yesterday, watched some game film, and we had a good practice yesterday, so hopefully we can come out strong.
Yes. Well, Snow Canyon comes in with a 12-win streak. They went perfect through region. What are your keys to end that run?
Defense. If we can get out there and play tough defense and rebound, a lot of their girls are really tall. So it's very important that we box out, run the floor, and play tough defense.
What was your message to the girls in the locker room today?
Well, we haven't quite had our talk in the locker room yet, but don't let the moment be too big and just have fun and enjoy the moment and just go all out. So
perfect. Thank you. And good luck tonight. Back to you.
Thank you.
All right, that was Coach Pugsley there. Heard from both coaches as we close in on tip-off, and excitement for both these teams. Both teams working hard. Tall task to go undefeated in Region 10, especially when you consider the defending state champ Desert Hills is down in southern Utah, but that's what Snow Canyon did. Bear River would love to pull the mild upset in this one.
Yeah, they really would, and, known Coach Pugsley for a long time. After 21 years of coaching boys, I coached 5 years with the girls, and Coach Pugsley coached with me, and she just has really brought confidence and the love of the game back to Bear River, and she knows she's got a tough task. You'll see a lot of fire in the players that come from Coach Pugsley. She hates to lose, and she'll have her kids playing really, really hard, and it will be a big task. But they're, as Coach Pugsley's told me, they're used to it, playing Ridgeline, Green Canyon, Skyview, have been great teams to go against. So they know what they're up against, and they're going to be ready for it. It'll just be interesting to see in this big venue how they start off.
You know, Andy, they got to play. Bear River played on Tuesday. They come in, you know, with a game rep under the belt where Snow Canyon got the bye. Maybe you could, the travel, and you heard Coach Roden talk about the travel. Is that an advantage for Bear River, Andy?
I think so. I don't like the bye. You kind of sit and kind of sit stagnant.
Yeah, anytime you sleep in your own bed, that's an advantage.
Yeah.
And then when your star player has an allergic reaction to something and can't see and can't breathe, it'll be interesting to see how she's doing. She looks really good right now, other than her eyes are still half swollen shut, but she's got a smile on her face.
Yeah, you can definitely tell she is still swollen, but Livy Hamlin and the starters have been introduced. Prior to that, Bear River starters. Let's meet the starters first for the Bear River Bears, the 6th seed. Lorimer, Riley, Park, Westmoreland, and then Lacroix. That's French. Did I say it right, Van?
Yeah, you said it perfectly. Lacroix.
Lacroix comes in averaging 11 points per game. Livy Hamlin, Natalie Olson, Kelly Howard. Then you've got some size for Snow Canyon as they'll bring in Capuzzo, and we are set to go here in the quarterfinals. Bear River wearing the black with the red trim, the home whites for the lower seed, the Snow Canyon Warriors. Bear River wins the tip, and we are underway here from Utah State University. Put 8 minutes on the first quarter clock. Quick shot for the baseline won't go, and here come the Warriors.
Yeah, that's just a case of such a much more open gym.
Livy Hamlin got right to the rack, missed it.
Bear River's going to have to do a better job of stopping that penetration.
Shot down low, beautiful release. Park gets it with a kiss off the glass.
And Lacroix sees the floor so well. She got it right down there to her, and Park finished it.
Yeah, the dime was perfect and too easy to get that low onto the block. So Bear River strikes first, 2-0 lead early on. Olivia Hamlin, bank is open for three. She actually is now 20 points shy of 1,000 in her career, and she's only a sophomore, so keep an eye on that.
That's outstanding. That's unbelievable.
She's already got a number of Division I offers. Probably going to be the most recruited high school girls basketball player ever by the time she's a senior out of Southern Utah in Region 10.
Yeah, if she's only a sophomore, she's going on 1,000 points.
They've got 515 already this year alone. Inside, Bear River working it down low. Little baby hook, no good. And rebound, Snow Canyon. Warriors will slow it up. Joey Jensen outside. Joey just kind of waist-high dribble, working the shot clock down to 19. Goes to the wing to Kelly Howard and a bump foul. First of the game.
Speaking of slowing the game down, you guys were a little bit slow at getting the shot clock. Did you ever get that down there?
Down in St. George?
Yeah, there was some missing parts from Daktronics. That's all I know. Supply chain issues, I guess we chalk it up to, right, guys?
Right, exactly.
Since COVID, that's almost everything.
They inbound behind the back dribble. Liv Hamlin, no. Might have been partially deflected, and Bear River clears the rebound. Bears pushing ahead. Driving down the lane. Lacroix kind of lost the handle.
Yeah, did the right thing, but she lost the handle, and they come right back.
Joey Jensen too strong off the window, but a loose ball rebound by Hamlin, and a whistle and a loose ball knocked out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Lady Warriors.
You mentioned this earlier, those first game jitters here in the big venue, a lot of missed layups so far.
Liv Hamlin wants another three. No. And rebound cleared. And here comes Bear River. Lead pass ahead. Controlled. Good hands there by Westmoreland. And now Bear River can set up a little half-court set. They go inside, low block, a whistle and a foul. Foul.
Great job by Westmoreland that time in going to meet the pass because it was going to get stolen. And then they got it down to Gracie Riley.
Frank May free throw, the first of the game for either team, and it's up and in.
Don't want to jinx any player, but Gracie's a great free throw shooter.
One more from the Frank May Sea-Doo line. All the power sports there. I want to go get on a Sea-Doo. Let's go.
Me too.
Yeah.
Especially with all this snow. A lot of fresh powder.
I can't believe how much powder's up here. We should be snowboarding this weekend. 5:30 to go here in quarter number one. 4-3. And a triple won't go from Joey Jensen. Loose ball rebound on the floor, controlled by Snow Canyon momentarily, and then stolen away. Here comes Lacroix ahead to Riley. Kick out to Park. Mid-range J won't go. Snow Canyon in transition. Poked away from the backside. Tempo picking up here at the Spectrum.
Yes, that's probably Westmoreland's strength is defense. She just is up and down the floor and got that tipped out.
Inside low block, kick to the corner. Still 20 on the shot clock. They go to Park. Now outside, Lacroix. Straight away, 15-footer, and the jumper goes down. Park buries it, the senior.
Yeah, great job of, if she has to shoot quick, she's not always that accurate, but if you let her set up, she's got a really good follow-through and can make those 15-footers.
Joey Jensen on a high screen. And shot up, no good. Rebound saved, and Bear River takes over. Here come the Bears.
Lacroix's going to take it.
Baseline jumper. Park wanted another one.
She had to rush that one just a little bit.
Here comes Livy Hamlin, the speed, transition lane. And there is a 30-second timeout after the Livy Hamlin bucket. You can see how fast she is in the open court.
She is so fast. In fact, if I was Bear River, I think I'd make sure and get somebody back every time a shot went up on offense because she's going to get it down the court quick.
6-5 our score. We'll take a 30-second timeout. Be right back. Warriors by 1.
Are you looking for better control of your technology? Create an intelligent home technology experience that even Tony Stark would love. Enjoy simple control of the technology in your home with an Elon control system from AIS. Visit AISAV.com to learn more.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home because home is who we are.
For all your project needs, shop at Greer's Hardware. Happily serving the community since 1976.
Welcome back to the Spectrum for a quarterfinal girls basketball action. Bear River and the Snow Canyon Warriors locked in a first quarter battle. Halfway through the first quarter, Snow Canyon jumps into a press, gets a steal. Howard to Jensen, over to Livy Hamlin, and then a steal the other way. Lacroix takes it away. She pushes ahead. The pass is there. Good control. Lacroix gets it back. Trying to bounce it down low. Shot up, no good. Weak side rebound. Putback is up and in.
Park's not usually one of the big scorers, but she's keeping this right in the game right now.
Yeah, between her and Lacroix's steals.
Yeah, Lacroix has got about 3 steals already.
Park has 2 buckets, 4 points. Livy Hamlin out to Joey Jensen. Back to Hamlin. Goes right through her hands, and that's going to be a backcourt violation. I don't think it was tipped.
You got to wonder if her eyes being half shut, if she just couldn't see that one coming.
What a day to get an allergic reaction the day of the quarterfinals, huh, Andy?
Yeah, that is unfortunate.
You got to give her some credit, though, out there playing, but they're going to get her a quick breather. You wonder how much Benadryl they pumped into her.
Exactly.
3:13 to go in the first quarter. 8-5, our score. Out top. They go to the elbow, backdoor cut. Loose. Corralled. And shot up and good. Bear River.
Yeah, I love how Lacroix plays. I mean, no way she should have got that ball, and she just dove on the floor and tipped it to one of our players.
Bear River doubling up the Warriors 10-5. Shot won't go for Kelly Howard. Rebound back to Bear River. Lacroix behind the back dribble. Over to Gracie Riley. Probably could have took the triple, but she's going to go to the free throw line down to the short corner. Westmoreland on baseline whip. Lacroix got an open look at a three. High arcing. No, not this time.
That's her shot. She likes that shot. She hit 3 in a row to get us back in the game against Pineview when they had taken the lead.
10-5. Line it up to 3.
Just in and out.
Wouldn't go. So Cannon a little cold from the field. Just 5 points so far. Under 2 minutes left here in the first quarter.
Boy, Snow Canyon really increased their size.
Yeah, bigger lineup. Lacroix, outside shot, no good. Rebound, Jensen. Jensen wants to run. Cross the half court, now she wants to slow it down.
Lacroix kind of rushed that shot a little bit.
And Howard has it stripped and stolen away by Lexi Westmoreland.
Westmoreland definitely leads our team with skills. Her and Lacroix.
And now we got to travel.
Changed their pivot foot.
Yeah, Lady Warriors did go big there. And now substitutions. Olivia Hamlin checking back in. Sarah Ashton definitely 6'4". Well, 6'3" they list her at. Gives Snow Canyon some good height. Livy Hamlin, the speed, the blow by, the score.
Great take to the basket. Beautiful layup.
2 buckets, 4 points. She's got 4 of the 7.
Little hesitation.
Actually, Livy Hamlin has all 7. She hit that bank 3, didn't she?
Yeah, she did.
So she is 16 points shy of the 1,000 in her young career. Nice take by Lacroix. No, runner won't go. Rebound, Snow Canyon. Warriors trail by 3.
Somebody's got to find her because she's going to take it and smart, pulling it back out.
Natalie Olson drives, and Olson is fouled, and they'll say in the act of shooting. Shut to the Frank May C2 free throw line. Take a look at Livy Hamlin. The kick out, and then just want to drive here. Just trying to be aggressive, get all the way to the rim. Aside from that three-pointer, all of Snow Canyon's points have come in the paint.
Yeah.
Okay, there's Frank May, Ski-Doo. You got to go get a snowmobile this time of year, don't you? Do they have snowmobiles there?
Boy, definitely some great snowmobiles. With all the snow we've got this year, it's going to be the major mode of transportation.
Yeah. Olson connects on both free throws, cuts the Bear River lead down to 10-9. There is a 2.5 differential shot in game clock. Lacroix, oh, that was a deep 2, and she buries it.
Great step back.
So 20 seconds now. Warriors look like they want to hold for the final shot of the quarter.
Bear River better be ready because she's going to take it to the basket.
Hamlin all the way in, a whistle and a foul with 4.3 on the clock, and Livy Hamlin will go to the free throw line. Take a look at our Holbrook basketball replay here. It's isolation, there's the high ball screen. She goes off of it the other way, and whistle comes.
Bear River's got to do a better job of being ready to jump that screen up high because she gets a full head of steam, and she's hard to stop.
Hamlin free throw good. Earlier today, the Snow Canyon boys, the defending 4A state champs, lost to Crimson by 3 as Bear River doesn't get a shot off to end the quarter. So we got a close one here. Snow Canyon Warriors, Bear River Bears, 12-10 our score. Bear River has the 2-point edge when we come back for quarter number 2 on KSLSports.com.
When it comes to your child's teeth, Dr. Cody and his experienced staff at Johnson Pediatric Dentistry are game changers. So when it comes to checkups, a toothache, or any problem with your kid's teeth, call experienced veteran Dr. Cody Johnson at Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, 628-0511.
Kent's is your one-stop shop for fresh produce, bakery items, deli, and meat. Stop by today for fast, friendly service.
House of Jump is Southern Utah's only indoor trampoline park and your only place to jump, dunk, and dodge. Head on over to our house, the House of Jump.
Back here, start of quarter number 2. Devin Dixon, Van Park. Andy, I'm impressed with Andy. Andy is doing color commentary, and he's also running a camera.
Yeah.
Well, you haven't heard me talk a lot, so.
Yeah, and his wife's producing. They're a power couple.
Yeah, well put. Here comes Livy Hamlin, Warrior ball to start quarter number 2. Left-hand lane, kind of lost the handle, tried to shove it up anyway. Catches it underneath the basket, no good. Neither team has really had to work deep into the shot clock. They're looking for the quick, best shot they can get. Another quick shot, this one from Bear River. That's a good look, though, Van.
No, they're getting great looks. I was going to say, they got to call kicking on that. And great job by Lacroix getting back, because she's got to get back, or someone's got to get back every time, because Snow Canyon gets the ball down the floor so fast.
Didn't have a lot of time. We wanted to hear from both coaches in our pregame show, but if you look at keys, I mean, to the game, it's tempo. It's get out and run for Snow Canyon, live the ball in her spots. You need the supporting cast to help around her. Bear River, the flip side, they got to keep Liv Hamlin out of the lane, keep them in front.
Yeah, I mean, she's going to get her points, but you can't let her get anything easy around the basket.
Natalie Olson with the bucket down low. She's got 4 points, first field goal.
Good pass.
Beautiful, unselfish basketball.
That was a great job. Gracie Riley is the key to that, because even though she's our inside player, she handles the ball so well and got it to Westmoreland, and she got it to Park.
Park's got 6.
Another steal.
Lacroix.
She's going to be double digits.
She's a thief. And quick shot won't go. You can tell Bear River is content to go ahead and run and get that first quick look.
Yeah.
Matching Snow Canyon's tempo right now. And Kelly Howard, three-pointer, won't go. Out of bounds back to the Bear River Bears.
Yeah, really, Bear River. That's Bear River's best chance, especially with Lacroix, because she gets the ball to the open player when they can score. And if we have to get into a slowed-up set, we're not usually quite as effective.
A little pressure, broken by the Bears. Get it ahead, and Riley can't get that bucket to go. Contested, Joey Jensen, 3-on-2. Over to Liv Hamlin, too strong. And Lacroix comes away with it. Boy, Lacroix is everywhere.
She is, and she is a tough girl. She looks tired halftime as far as just looking at her face, but she never gets tired.
Hamlin pokes it free, but controlled. And they say Lacroix traveled, and good call by the official.
Yeah, she wanted to shoot the three, and then all of a sudden the hand came up, so she shuffled her feet to go.
Got Lorimer, Riley, Park, Lacroix, and Fry on the court right now. Actually, no, Lacroix just got a quick breather. And there's a steal. Westmoreland over to Lorimer, over to Westmoreland. Unselfish play, but they can't score it. Mad scramble. Hamlin is tied up. Alternate possession stays with Bear River. Here's a look at your Holbrook Asphalt replay.
Close to being a travel. Sure gets onto the court and rolls.
Yeah, they didn't call that travel there. Possibly could have been, but jump ball and possession works out.
I was going to say, you got to look for Gracie on that one.
Riley.
They love that play. She's deadly from that elbow, about 5 to 10 feet.
16-12 our score. 5.5 left in the second quarter. Howard pump fake, dribble drive, little leap and leaner. Kelly Howard with a nice bucket.
Great basket.
And Snow Canyon on a make is jumping into that trap.
Sometime Bear River's got to find a way to stop penetration.
Baseline cut. Good idea, but it wasn't there.
No, just a little high on the pass, too. Bounced up to the shoulders.
Taps, grabs the rebound. Pasta there. Hamlin now back to work, miss. Got her own miss, reverse lay-in. Oh, yeah,
right.
That was pretty.
That was something Coach is going to talk about. We can't let her, Bear River can't let her get in there and get her own rebound. Great play.
Yeah, you see a look at the replay here. Hamlin's just staying with it. It was like Bear River thought maybe a teammate was going to get that rebound, and sometimes as a shooter, such a huge advantage because you know it's going to be short, so you can just track it down. All right, quick 30-second timeout. We'll be right back. It's 16-16. We're all tied up.
Need an appliance or two? AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the Cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
Find your next career at West Liberty Foods. Visit careers.wlfoods.com.
Devin Van Andy bringing you Snow Canyon versus Bear River here from the Spectrum. Winner moves on to the semis tomorrow. Season comes to an end in this single elimination format, the 4A Girls State Basketball Championships. Good crowd on hand. Got a lot of people in the Spectrum. How many does this seat? 15, 16,000?
Yeah, I was going to say, I heard 15,000, I believe.
Deep jumper won't go.
That's a little far for Park.
Hamlin kicks to the corner. 4:20 left here in the second. And a whistle and a steal, but the whistle came before the steal. They say that looked pretty clean.
Yeah, you got to say.
Let's look at it again, Van. What do you see here? Quick hands. Right here. Inside. Oh, beautiful design out of the inbounds. And Kelly Howard scores it.
Yeah, that was a beautiful execution of an inbounds play.
Snow Canyon and Bear River locked in a close one. Inside shot, no.
Perfect pass from clear out top. Gracie just lost where she was at.
Hamlin lost her footing, was tripped up. Taps trying to grab the rebound. She's so strong. She actually, it looked like she flung her to the ground as she was wrestling the ball away.
Yeah, she was just so much stronger. That was a great job by Lacroix and getting in there and putting her nose in there and fighting.
3:50 left in the first. And momentum seems like it's right there for either team to take going into the break. These last 4-minute battles going to be interesting. Who can grab the momentum? Both teams want it. 15 on the shot clock for Snow Canyon. Howard's going to hoist a deep triple that won't go. Ricochets off the rim, no good. Offensive rebound, though, by Jocelyn Olsen. And now a steal. Takeaway by the Bears. They want to run. That was a nice steal by Sydney Croton.
She wasn't sure whether to shoot, pass, or dribble, and she just got to have the confidence to take that shot. Coach is telling her, go ahead and shoot that.
Both teams have had their fair share of turnovers here in this first half. You got to value the basketball, especially the deeper you want to go in the state tournament.
Yeah, you have to value that and the rebounding. And right now, Snow Canyon's winning the battle of the offensive boards.
They try to lob it low, and it's tipped and stolen away. Bear River has been sound defensively, forcing a lot of Snow Canyon turnovers. These are all the statistics coming up in our halftime report. Brought to you by Tanglewood Dance Studio. I want to thank some of our sponsors. We've got a kind of group of sponsors that have been with Bear River all season, and a bunch of sponsors that have been with Snow Canyon all season. Get you a list of those people throughout the broadcast.
Great execution, just didn't finish that inbounds play. Had a wide open look. Somebody better stop her.
Tapasa grabs the rebound. They get it down to Liv. Drive in the lane by Olsen, and that won't go. And both teams have cooled off.
Yeah, they both teams have. It's been couple of minutes since anybody's really scored.
Still 18-16. Snow Canyon leading by 2. That's at the elbow. Pass to the corner. Baseline drive. And a reach-in foul called against Hamlin.
I may be wrong, but look for a lob kind of to Gracie, and she'll tip it back into Lacroix. I'm just guessing on that one. But
Sarah Ashton checks back in. And Ashton will grab that loose ball deflection and an empty possession for Bear River. Here comes Olsen. Mid-range J short and rebound to the Bears. That might have slipped out of her hand. That was a little off the mark.
Yeah, I'm sure that did slip.
2 minutes. 2 minutes exactly left in the opening half. If you look at the girls' bracket and set the table for the rest of the night here at Utah State University, coming up inside our halftime show. It's a rundown of all the statistics. Coach Roden wants Livy Hamlin to slow things up here with 1:40 to go.
Here comes the high pick.
Olsen driving, and a whistle and a foul shot won't go.
On the ground.
Yep, not on the shot, so they'll go trigger it in on the baseline. Only Hamlin to trigger it in. Joey Jensen's going to check back in. And checking out was Jocelyn Olsen.
Bear River going really small right now. Just took out Gracie Riley.
See if Snow Canyon tries to post up Sarah Ashton. Fresh shot clock here. Jensen just waist-high dribble. Patient possession for the Warriors. And a nice deny deflection by Bear Rivers, number 22. That's Fry. She's just a sophomore. Plays about 15, 16 minutes a game for Coach Pugsley.
She usually comes in and plays defense on one of the better players. That's kind of her strength.
And there's a steal. Here comes Westmoreland. All the way in and can't score. Hamlin was contesting. Now Jensen and the Warriors want to run. 1 minute left in the quarter. Late first half. Corner three out of the hand of Howard. Back iron ricochets too strong. Deep rebound Westmoreland, but she throws it into traffic. And now there's a scramble. Ball's still loose, and we got a jump ball. Good hustle by both teams.
Westmoreland looking a little tired right now.
Yeah, both teams will have some adjustments to make. Should be a chance to kind of draw some things up. I think both teams have got to their spots and got looks they want, like that one.
Great penetrating kick.
Fry with a nice mid-range J. We're tied up at 18 again. Crossover, Hamlin. Right hand from the left side, no. Left it short off the window. And now Bear River, if they want to, shot clock is off, can hold for one. Based on the tempo, I don't know if they will. They'll probably intend to, but if they get a good look, Van, I think they'll shoot it.
They definitely will. They'll take something early if they can.
Well, they're being pretty patient. Looks like they do want to hold for the last one. Westmoreland. Underneath scoop shot.
Oh, man. Where did that one come from?
From her shoe tops.
Yeah.
Desperation shot won't go. And did they take a timeout?
No, that's
the half.
Yeah, the clock up there keeps it's behind, like up above us.
The officials' clock might be a little bit different. We're going to go to the half.
Yeah,
2018, Bear River is going to have a 2-point lead. Kate Dowley is going to catch up with Coach Pugsley. And we'll get some coaches' comments here. First, she wants to say hello to the officials and ask them how lunch was and what they're having for dinner. All right, let's go to Kate Dowley with Coach Pugsley. Go ahead.
How do you feel?
Man, I'm so happy. They are doing fantastic. They came out with fire and energy and excitement, and I couldn't be any prouder for it.
What will you carry over to the second half?
Just the energy and the defense. Our defense and ripping the ball is what wanting the ball more than them. That's what's getting us. So,
thanks, Coach. Good luck in the second half. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Kate. That was Coach Pugsley. She's happy. She loves the effort, man.
She has been so stressed, this being her first year. I've been in close contact with her, knowing her so well, and she's just so happy for these girls. She just wanted them to have a good experience and get to state and have fun again and get the love of basketball back to Bear River, and she's done a great job with that.
Yeah, they already beat Pineview, got to play in the Spectrum, and they've got the lead at the half, 20-18. Andy, let's get your take on that first half. Kind of back and forth, couple lead changes. I don't think we've settled a thing yet.
Oh, no, this is going to go, if it keeps going like this, we're going to be into the fourth quarter before we get a hand one way or another up on each other. I like the rebounds here from the Lady Bears, and the steals, that's what's keeping them in it.
Yeah, you're right, Andy. In fact, the number of turnovers that they forced Snow Canyon, I don't see Snow Canyon as a team that turns it over a lot. And Bear River's got a lot of steals, and that's what's kept them in the game, really.
All right, we're going to take a 2-minute timeout, come back with the halftime show statistics, second half analysis at the break. Again, Bear River leading Snow Canyon 20-18 on KSLSports.com.
Region 10 Sports is brought to you by Nets on Fire, the premier training and event facility in Southern Utah. High-level individual and group training catered to your athlete, plus the best camps, clinics, tournaments, and showcases in the West. Visit netsonfire.org.
Whether it's drinks or treats, get your fix at Soda Fix in Tree Mountain. Tanglewood Studios has something for everyone, whether it's dance, cheer, color guard, or gymnastics. There's even recreational all-boys gymnastics along with Mamma Me classes. Family rates are available, so come join the fun.
First Ace Hardware is conveniently located in St. George on the corner of Bluff Street and St. George Boulevard with 30,000 square feet of lawn and garden, paint, tools, fabrics, sporting goods, and the most complete nut and bolt section in town. First General Store, the Big Ace store on Bluff and on Main in Cedar City.
Rudd Funeral Home is there to serve your family in your time of need.
Hey, it's Luke with Udine Associates at American Family Insurance. At Udine Associates, we love insurance so you don't have to. With a quick call, we can get you an instant quote with the right coverages. My team of licensed agents are ready to help you with better insurance from American Family. Give us a call at 435-251-9102.
We know it takes an entire community to make Southern Utah thrive. You will see us on the fields, on the courts, at festivals, and in the schools, and everywhere in between. From Southern Utah's Auto Mall, we help you create memories that bolster joy in our community. It's the reason why we've got it made in Southern Utah and why you've got it made at Stephen Wade.
Asphalt. It's not something we think about much, except when it's in bad shape. At Holbrook Asphalt, we help cities, HOAs, and businesses avoid replacing painfully expensive roads and parking lots. To avoid the cost of replacing asphalt, you must effectively preserve it while it's still in good condition. University research has shown Holbrook Asphalt's HA5 slows asphalt aging by 67%. We make your pavement assets last longer, cost less to own, all while achieving higher property values. Visit HolbrookAsphalt.com to discover more.
Let GBI help you get your project completed on time and on budget. If you're looking for work, join GBI's team for a great work environment, competitive pay, and benefits.
Fabulous Freddy's is the locals' choice for a full-service car wash. It's fast. Have your car washed in just 20 minutes or less. Fabulous Freddy's always keeps it clean inside and out, with 2 Southern Utah locations as well as in Vegas, Lehigh, and Sandy.
All right, we're at the half, and appreciate Tanglewood Studios. They've been sponsoring the halftime performances, Bear River basketball, all season long. Also appreciate Rally Stop. After the game, stop by Utah Rally Stop. Devin Dixon, Andy Tanner, and now Caden Formaster. I guess Van had a new grandbaby he's got to go visit, so he had to take off. So Caden stepping in. And guys, neither team probably shot the percentage they woke up dreaming about here in the quarterfinals. 33% for Bear River. They lead 20-18. Only 28%, 7 out of 25 for Snow Canyon. Olivia Hamlin had 10 to pace Snow Canyon, 8 for Crystal Park on 4 of 6 shooting to pace the Bear River Bears. But I think both teams would love to kind of heat up in half number 2.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. It's kind of like back and forth. You know, as soon as, I don't know, the Lady Bears are kind of known all season long. They've had a lull in one quarter. So they're hoping, I guess, is that doesn't happen here tonight.
Yeah, so far, again, and happy to join the broadcast here in the second half and here at halftime. But, both of these teams right now have been able to get some decent looks. A couple of things, shots not dropping where you want it to, but turnovers have really been key. Especially Bear River's been able to snag a few from Snow Canyon. So Snow Canyon needs to hold on to the ball a little bit better here in the second half. One thing that I'm seeing from them. And then for Bear River, take advantage of those turnovers. If you're going to keep up on that, take advantage of those, get some scoring going.
Yeah, 8 Snow Canyon turnovers. 7 of those were credited steals to Bear River. So they got to be happy with that. Obviously, on the flip side, Bear River only 4 turnovers. So they are winning that key statistical category. No question about it. Appreciate our keys to the game sponsor all season long, Crump Reese Motors. We're at the half. 2-point lead for Bear River over Snow Canyon. Both teams have now retaken the court. We'll step aside. One more quick timeout. We'll come back, talk second half adjustments, and then get you second half action here from the girls 4A state quarterfinals.
Miller Medical is ready to care for clients with full services for family medical. They also offer beauty and spa health treatments with hot stone and IV vitamin therapies, as well as Botox. Let Miller Medical take care of all your healthcare needs.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs. Just complete an application on your phone or computer, or stop by any branch.
I'm Bo Bradshaw, owner of Bo's Auto Parts. I want to watch the game as well, so I'll make this quick. When you come into Bo's Auto Parts, our store mission is simple. Supply our customers with the best auto parts and the best customer service we can provide. Come on by and see if we can deliver.
At IPG, we take pride in being a global leader in protective packaging. IPG Tremont has won the Industry Week magazine's Best Plants Award twice. How can we achieve this? It's our people. With top pay and self-paced promotions, IPG is a place you can get ahead. Excellent benefits like low healthcare premiums, low deductibles, 401k match, and free life insurance. The plant is warm in the winter and air-conditioned in the summer. Uniforms or smocks are not required. Wear what you like. Come join a winning team with all the values you care about. Come work with us at IPG. Stop in anytime or look us up on the web at itape.com.
Utah is growing, and we're growing too. What started on the U of U campus has grown to over 110,000 members with 20 locations, and we're ready to meet even more of you. More than a campus or a branch, we are Utah's teachers, businesses, and families. For over 65 years, we've been part of your community, and while our name is changing, our commitment to you is not. University Credit Union is now You First Credit Union. See why it's getting even better here. Welcome to You First.
Hi, welcome back for a state quarterfinals. First game of 4. 3 more coming. We're going to have a loaded slate tonight. We'll get you those matchups in just a second. But real quickly, Andy, your thoughts. What do you think Coach Pugsley's message was to the Bears in the locker room?
She's got to be pleased about how the defense has been playing. That creates a good offense, and the shots just kind of really haven't fallen. But, you got to stop the the drives that the Warriors are bringing on.
On the flip side, Coach Roden, the message you think, Caden, if you're a fly on the wall, what was he saying to his team?
I think he's saying just take a little step back, calm down a little bit. Don't make rush decisions, especially in passing, because you don't want to be turning that ball over more than you already have. And in doing so, opens up the offense a little bit, leads to scoring.
Underway second half, and just a reminder, coming up at 5:50, assuming we stay on time, Skyview and Mountain Crest will play, Ridgeline Desert Hills, and then Dixie Green Canyon. Those matchups still to come here in the girls' quarterfinals from Utah State Spectrum. Shot by Howard off the mark. And here comes Lacroix. Over to Park. Park triple threat position. Gets it back to Lacroix. Tough move down the lane, blocked by Livy Hamlin. Nice save on the court. That was actually Park. It was Riley on the drive, excuse me, my mistake. And now the reset through Lorimer. He's a senior. And Hamlin trying to get the steal, she does. Here comes Livy Hamlin, using the speed. Dish it over to Jensen, off the window, good, we're tied.
A lot of times you see that in reverse where Hamlin's getting the assist. This time she's giving it.
Inside, and a bump foul. Tapasa called. Got that strength tape on that right knee. Love her dad, Coach Taps. He's actually the line coach up for Southern Utah University, the Thunderbirds in Cedar City. Turnaround Jay, and that gets the friendly bounce. Good shot there from Riley. And Gracie Riley's got 6 here this afternoon.
Yeah, just one of them looks that needed to fall. This time it's happening here in the third quarter.
22 on the shot clock. Kelly Howard, there's a three-pointer in rhythm, and they kind of left her wide open.
Yeah, they let her take that one, and she hit it in stride. That's exactly what you're looking for, those shot opportunities right now for the Warriors.
Lacroix trying to stretch the defense out, get the spacing right. Goes down low to Riley, and Riley with a beautiful shot on the baseline, nothing but the bottom. Gracie Riley. She's got 6. Back and forth we go, 24-23, and check that, another bucket as the lead changes again. Snow Canyon back on top by 1, Livy Hamlin.
She saw the lane, she took the lane, and got the lay-in. Pretty easy bucket there for Livy Hamlin.
Livy's got 12 now. That means she is 11 points away from 1,000 points in her young career. If you're joining us late, she got allergies overnight. Had to go to the emergency room this morning to try to get the swelling. Her eyes were swollen shut. Some kind of allergic reaction. And now here comes Livy. Livy all the way coast to coast, right-hand lay-in, smooth.
Well, I noticed that. I didn't even know that storyline there that you bring up, but I did notice the last time she was coming down the court, she looked a little winded, which, to be fair, I mean, if she's been dealing with that all night long, then sure, absolutely.
Yeah, don't know what happened. But we've got a timeout. It's full timeout. 27-24. Lady Warriors by 3 here on KSLSports.com. We'll take the break and be right back to the Spectrum.
Thank you. Enjoy your new car. Car buying was never meant to be a chore. That's why at Crump Reese Motors, we make it as easy and honest as possible.
If you want your athlete to be ready for the state level, they need to start with high hoops. Let Wade Bronson, a state basketball champion, use his coaching and expertise to get your athlete on the top of their game. Call to find out how you can join a team or play in their annual 3v3 showcase.
The KSL Sports app, powered by KSLSports.com. Connecting you with all the Jazz action, the dunks, buzzer beaters, and ankle breakers. Podcasts from the pros, and in-depth analysis. Download the free KSL Sports app today.
Back live at the Spectrum, 27-24 Snow Canyon. Livy Hamlin's got a quick 4 points here in the second half. Game high 14. And now the pressure applied, but Bear River breaks it nicely. All the way down low, kick out Lacroix. Ooh, fancy dribbling, gets to the baseline. Back to the elbow, mid-range J just on line, but short. Rebound Hamlin. Hamlin ahead. Howard controls, kept her footing, but can't score the bucket. And the fight for the rebound, and what do we got? We got a jump ball.
Kais Andrews going up tall to try to bring that one down, but again, multiple hands in there. Jump ball, you see that a few times here today.
And a steal by Joey Jensen. And over to Hamlin. Hamlin scores again. She's got 16. Again, leading 4A in scoring coming into the game. Another takeaway. Whip pass inside, now back out. Howard wanted the three, but good close out there by Riley. Crossover, Olsen right to the middle of the floor, too strong. And Bear River finally clears the rebound.
Lady Bears haven't really had a problem getting across the timeline until this third quarter.
And now a driving bucket scored by Gracie Riley and one. Hoop in the harm.
Gracie Riley's been impressive in this second half so far. She's the only scorer so far for Bear River with 6. Has a chance to make it 7 here and not let that Snow Canyon lead get too far out of hand.
Lacroix did a great job being patient, and then boom, she whipped that pass over to Riley, who got behind Olsen and scored it and converts the old-fashioned three-point play. We'll go for some old-fashioned ice cream. Aren't we in Logan? Isn't this ice cream central, baby?
Oh, yeah. We got Cold Stone. We got Gosner's.
Farr's ice cream up here? Yeah?
I think that's an Ogden.
Aggie Creamery.
Oh, yeah. Aggie Creamery.
I saw that walking into the Spectrum. I have to go get some of that later. And that shot no good. Airball chance coming from the student section, and now Snow Canyon will set up in that 2-2-1 press. It was Bear River that was really good and only had 4 turnovers. She pivoted and stepped back into the backcourt, and so Lorimer called for an over and back.
And that's just a simple mistake when you're just not quite paying attention to what's happening with your footwork, right? It's an easy mistake to make, and one of those that ends up with the ball in Snow Canyon's hands.
29-27, 2-point lead for Snow Canyon. We're in the home whites. They're the 3 seed. Bear River comes in the 6 seed. Guys, Andrews off a beautiful feed from Natalie Olsen, and Andrews scores it.
Kaiser with the first bucket of the night. But Bear River moving quick.
They break the press. Gracie Riley, she's heating up, folks. Came in averaging 14.9 points per game. She's starting to get close to that season average. Hamlin trying to answer, yes. Hamlin's got the 1-3, but everything else, she's just using her speed to get all the way to the rack and the rim and score it. And we got a timeout on the court. We'll take it. 33-29. Warriors lead by 4. Back for more from the Spectrum right after this quick timeout. Message from our great local partners.
Think of Greer's Hardware for all your spring cleaning needs. Whether your project is inside or outside, they have you covered.
Kent's is your one-stop shop for fresh produce, bakery items, deli, and meat. Stop by today for fast, friendly service.
If you want your athlete to be ready for the state level, they need to start with high hoops. Let Wade Bronson, a state basketball champion, use his coaching and expertise to get your athlete on the top of their game. Call to find out how you can join a team or play in their annual 3v3 showcase.
From bold statements to subtle compliments, Wilkinson's House of Lighting will help you more fully enjoy all the different spaces in your home. Stop in and see what's new at Wilkinson's House of Lighting, a proud sponsor of Region 10 Athletics.
We are Utah's financial outfitter, and we're here when it's time for your business to climb higher. Cache Valley Bank, mountains await. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back here to the Spectrum. This afternoon's game brought to you by Kent's Market, Soda Fix, Rudd Funeral Home, CNR Trailers, thanks to our great partners. Bear River out of the timeout. Goes to Lacroix. Mid-range pull-up J won't fall. Joey Jensen wants to push the tempo. They go ahead to Howard. Ball fake, dribble drive all the way to the rack. Left hand scores it.
That's an impressive move from Kelly there. She finds her way to the basket. It was pretty clogged up by some Bear River players, but she's able to find her way.
Baseline jumper, that won't go. Bear River outshot Snow Canyon in the first half. They shot 33%. Snow Canyon held to 28%. That's flipped dramatically here in half number 2. Snow Canyon's shooting a much better field goal percentage. Bear River's breaking the press down. They're getting the shots they want. They're just not falling.
Yeah, it's been a bit of the trouble here for Bear River is getting the shots to fall. And it was something that we talked about coming out of that first half. You know, they were getting so many opportunities on turnovers. Shots just need to drop more.
Hamlin free, no. Taps with the rebound. Kick back out. Second chance points. Coach Roden wants him to back it back out. Get some spacing here. Joey Jensen on a knee-high low dribble. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Olsen's going to take the three. No good. Rebound to Westmoreland. Lacroix now. Crossover. Nifty dribbling. Little one-hand whip bounce pass. Now the skip. Westmoreland with a jumper. Too strong. Oh, everything was perfect, but the shot wouldn't go. Lead pass ahead. Livy Hamlin. Another one for Livy. She's closing in on 1,000 points in her career. Folks, she's a sophomore.
What a great pass ahead for Hamlin as well. It landed perfectly so she could catch it in stride and take the fast break bucket.
1:14 to go here in the third. Bear River really needs a bucket here. Baseline jumper looks good. It is good. Nothing but the bottom there. That was Fry, Aubrey Fry, the sophomore. A little ice water running through her veins.
Need a lot more of that to get back into this one here for the Bears.
Under a minute left in the quarter. Bears throw a little pressure trap at the Warriors to try to slow them down. Two-guard action out top for Coach Roden and the Warriors. Still 15 seconds on the shot clock.
Bear River setting up in this zone defense and putting on a pretty good shift, so Canyon hasn't found a way to get it inside yet.
Jensen's got to force the issue with 5 on the shot clock. Runner won't go off the window. And here comes Bear River. Fry, bounce pass. Lorimer, kick out. Circle it back around to Park. Gracie Park, why not? 2's not in the cards when you can have 3.
She got 12 points this quarter. That's insanity.
Hamlin, 6 and 5 all the way in. She scores it. Livy Hamlin again. She's got 22, 999 in her career, one away from 1,000. And it looks like she's going to get it because the fourth quarter coming up when we come back from the Spectrum. 39-34, Warriors lead the Bears by 5.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you can still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
Got a project at work or around the house? Well, think Bucks Ace Hardware. Think Bucks for all the top brands like DeWalt, Milwaukee, and Stihl. Plus, Bucks has the best sporting goods department. You've got to see their gun department. It's stocked with a great selection of guns and ammo and accessories. 2 locations at the Dino Crossing in St. George or State Street in Hurricane.
For all your embroidery and screen printing needs, whether for business or just for fun, stop by Cover Up in Tremont or Brigham. At Cover Up, yeah, we can do that.
Hey, we're back. Want to thank some of our great sponsors. Coach Wade Bronson with High Hoops, Twisted Sugar, and West Liberty Foods, bringing you Bear River versus Snow Canyon here on KSLSports.com. Remember, all the games will be archived, so if you tuned in late or want to go back and rewatch it, you can, probably about 20, 30 minutes after this game is complete. KSLSports.com. Devin Dixon, Caden Formaster, and Andy Tanner with you here. And Bear River doing what they did in the first half, getting some steals. Lacroix, and a foul comes against the Warriors.
That's what Bear River was doing so well in the first half, too. Getting their hands in passing lanes, disturbing the offense of the Snow Canyon Warriors. And here it pays off for them.
7:43 to go. We're into the fourth quarter. Fry will bring it across to half court for Bear River. Everybody in Tremont will be here tomorrow if the Bears can find a way. And guess who? Gracie Riley putting the team on her back with that bucket. And now a whistle. And we've got a hand check or a reach-in foul called against Snow Canyon. I think it's on. Excuse me, it's on Bear River. Excuse me, I said that incorrectly. My mistake. And Livy Hamlin will trigger it in. Right inside, Andrews. Lost the handle. It goes out to Kelly Howard. She was strong to keep possession. Now over to Liv. 3 in the air, no. Pasa couldn't get the rebound, and Bear River, Lacroix ahead. Guess who? Oh, she missed it. Good look there for Gracie Riley.
Yeah, she had the look.
I thought it was going
strong.
in, Caden.
It was a little strong, but she had the look.
She's made a lot harder shots so far in this game, but that one...
It's easy to assume she's just going to make it, to be honest.
Just a little off the mark. And that would have cut it to 1. Andrews, no. Kaiser couldn't find the range on a little runner down the lane, and here comes Bear River. Getting into our Bose Auto Parts crucial part of the game here. 3-point lead for Snow Canyon. Need that crucial part. Stop by Bose, one of their Southern Utah locations. Inside, guess who? She made up for it. Gracie Riley. How about that, Andy?
Liking it from up here.
Pretty move. Drop step.
When it's miss one, make one, right? You tell your team, my bad. I'm going to put this one in now.
Riley's got 20. She got 20. Her and Hamlin are putting on a clinic. They're not guarding each other, though. That's the only thing we're missing with the matchup within the matchup, and a drive and a foul. Kaiser Andrews will earn a trip to the free throw line. Take a look at this replay here. Hamlin's just going to give it up on a weave there. And nice strong move by Kaiser to get to the Frank May Ski-Doo free throw line. From 15 feet out, it spins out no good. 1-point lead for Snow Canyon. One more coming for Kaiser Andrews.
Getting into a close game like this, every free throw is going to matter.
Absolutely. And you never know if it will be one in the third quarter or late in the fourth. They all matter, right?
Oh, yeah.
They get magnified down the stretch.
Exactly.
They seem bigger. 3 fouls for Snow Canyon, just 2 fouls. So really, nobody even near the bonus here with under 6 minutes to play.
Got to get it across.
And they do. And a timeout taken by Coach Pugsley. Set something up offensively. And we'll step aside. Quick 30-second timeout. Back to the Spectrum. 2-point lead for the Warriors on KSLSports.com.
Are you looking for better control of your technology? Create an intelligent home technology experience that even Tony Stark would love. Enjoy simple control of the technology in your home with an Elon control system from AIS. Visit AISAV.com to learn more.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
For all your project needs, shop at Greer's Hardware. Happily serving the community since 1976.
Back here at the Spectrum, game presented by GBI, Great Basin Industrial, Miller Medical, and IPG, Intertape Palmer Group. Thank you to our great sponsors. We have some awards to hand out in the post-game show, and one team will be elated, and the dream of a title lives on. And for the other team, season comes to an end, and for the seniors, it'll be the final game. They lace it up. But it's tight. It could go either way. The momentum, again, like it was late in the first half, kind of hanging in the balance. Bear River, a chance to tie or take the lead. Hard drive. Westmoreland, no. Got her own miss. That putback won't go. Offensive rebound over to Gracie. She can't find the range. Putback again. This time, it's down.
Third time's a charm, right?
It's padding the offensive rebounding stats, and Westmoreland finally connects, and we are knotted up. Lacroix hounding Joey Jensen. They go over to Hamlin. Hamlin 1 point away from 1,000 in her young career. And, cutting Joey Jensen, and that pass from Howard goes off her hands out of bounds. Probably led her a little bit too far. Turnover stacking up double digits now for Snow Canyon. And Kelly Howard trying to get a steal right back after the miscue at the other end, and she at least gets the jump ball. Alternate possession will stay with Bear River. 4:52. We're into crunch time. Fry will drive and kick, get it back in the corner, work the baseline, bounce it over. Shot won't go from Gracie. Look ahead, Kelly Howard all alone, laying, got it. Snow Canyon back up by 2. Quick outlet, pass ahead, Cade. Nobody was back defensively.
Yeah, I was just
there.
gonna say Bear Rivers need to get they need to get back on that because Snow Canyon's made them pay a few times here in the second half.
4:20 to go. Inside shot, no. Lacroix. Offensive rebound. Guess who? Gracie Riley, the senior. She's got 22 points. Her and Liv tied for a game high. Howard triple short. Rebound Bear River. They can take the lead. Under 4 to play. Steal by Hamlin. Hamlin ahead to Jensen. Jensen, hard bounce, laying, got it. Sensational steal, and what a lead pass by Livy Hamlin.
Livy with the heads-up play to get it over to Joey Jensen. Livy probably could have taken it herself, decided, hey, Joey's right there. Let's get it to her. Big triple in the corner, too, by Aubrey Fry.
Fry coming up clutch. Livy Hamlin driving, and no, but a foul.
That's a way late foul call. Good on to split the defense.
So after Bear River hits the triple, Hamlin goes all the way down the lane and draws the whistle. And now Frank May, Ski-Doo free throw line. This is their location out there in Honeyville. Hamlin, no, missed it. One more for Olivia Hamlin, the sophomore. If she makes it, will have 1,000 points in her career, and she got it. 23 this afternoon.
What a moment for Olivia Hamlin as well. Getting it in the playoffs, no better place.
Riley gives it up. Lacroix over to Westmoreland. Back to Gracie Riley. She's feeling it, folks. And she didn't get the shooter's bounce. I thought that was going in again.
I thought so, too. I thought she had it. Not quite there, but it stays tied up at 45.
Here's Jensen outside. Kicks to the corner to Liv. Liv puts it on a bounce all the way in. No good. Got her own miss. And a steal. They stripped it out of her hands. Here comes Bear River. Tie game. Jensen gambled. Couldn't get the steal. And a travel, I think she took one extra step there. Good call by the official. He saw it. And we stayed tied with 2:41 left to go. Here comes Joey across the timeline. Picked up by Larkin. Or excuse me, that's Fry. Aubrey Fry. Now over to Hamlin. Coach Roden barking out what he wants. He looks frustrated. Somebody maybe in the wrong place there.
Could be.
15 on the shot clock. Hamlin crossover right to the middle. Down the lane, no. But we got a foul on the floor.
Yeah. Man, every possession, you can just feel it.
And a gamble to pass it deep into Natalie Olson, but she grabs it. That was a scary pass. Bear River almost another takeaway. Now a little weave. Howard had it deflected away, but it goes right to Olson. Olson, I think, traveled. Yeah, they got it. Good
She
call.
took a bit of a hop as she tried to hold on to that momentum, but that pivot foot hopped.
Tense moments here. The 3-6 seed matchup. Tied at 45. Under 2 to play. LeBlanc backing it out. We've seen her do this. She wants to get that high ball screen. She goes the other way off of it to the elbow. Gives it up now, gets it back. LeBlanc down the lane, flips it up. No good. And we've got a reach-in foul after Taps grabbed that rebound.
Yeah, Crystal Park reaching in there, trying to fight for that rebound and get the offensive boards. And one thing that Bear River's done this game is get offensive boards. They've had some decent second chance opportunities. Fighting for another one there, just not enough as Snow Canyon already had it.
Yeah, she's got to get more than one arm in there. Try to pull that one out.
Nice give and go, and Tapasa missed that little lay-in and then reached and fouled. 6th foul. Next one. Actually, no, that's only 5, isn't it?
Looks like a 5 from up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got 5.
And then 4 for Snow Canyon.
Still got a foul to give each way. Cut. And
There's
a
that
reach
foul,
and a foul defensively called against the Warriors. And that's on the shot, so some crucial free throws coming. Here's the replay for you. The double comes, and that's a really good pass. Backside baseline cut. Westmoreland. Too strong, missed the first.
Yeah, great cut by Westmoreland there, and maybe an even better pass to notice the cut. It does lead to some free throws.
Westmoreland, no, missed them both. Oh, empty set. Nearly a steal. Hamlin, though, controls it. Races ahead. Kicks to the corner. Howard, big 3. Kelly Howard, the triple from the corner pocket. Timeout taken.
Check out the replay here. It's Olivia Olson on the drive. Kicks out Howard, corner 3. Boom. Leaves the hand in the air.
She was shot ready. We'll take a break. Come back for the final 106. 48-45. Warriors behind Kelly Howard from the corner. Lead by 3.
When it comes to your child's teeth, Dr. Cody and his experienced staff at Johnson Pediatric Dentistry are game changers. So when it comes to checkups, a toothache, or any problem with your kid's teeth, call experienced veteran Dr. Cody Johnson at Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, 628-0511.
Kent's is your one-stop shop for fresh produce, bakery items, deli, and meat. Stop by today for fast, friendly service.
Find your next career at West Liberty Foods. Visit careers.wlfoods.com.
Whether it's drinks or treats, get your fix at Soda Fix in Tremonton.
Hey, welcome back. Devin Dixon, Caden Formaster, Andy Tanner calling the action. Jessica is our producer. We're on KSLSports.com. We've got wire-to-wire coverage through the state championship of the girls and the boys on Saturday night here from Utah State University. Thanks for tuning in. And this one far from over on the scoreboard, but time is running out. Just 55 seconds. Gracie inside, no. Rebound. Tapasa, and they get it to Hamlin. About a 16-second differential between the shot and the game clock, and now a foul called. I think that's by design. You're trying to go for the quick steal, if not foul. That way, if you need to, you can at least put Snow Canyon on the line and make them make free throws down the stretch.
Yeah, right now, again,
that's 6 team fouls, I believe.
A couple fouls to give, too, so it's not going to lead to any one-on-one situations yet.
Next one would put the Warriors on the line for the bonus. They get it into Hamlin. Fresh shot clock. Certainly, that's who you want at the free throw line. She'll go to Howard, and they'll foul Howard instead. And so Kelly Howard and Olivia Hamlin is bent over. I think she's struggling with those allergies. She is a warrior in every sense of the word.
Yeah, she's been doubled over a few different times where she is now just struggling to breathe. But, they require a lot out of her. And it's no different here today. She's given 23 points. And Olivia Howard.
Big-time free throw. Makes it a 4-point lead. Kelly Howard hit that corner pocket three. Probably, if Snow Canyon wins, that's your Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker play of the game. That shot won't go. And an offensive rebound by Taps down low, and they get a tie-up. She had cleared it, but a quick tie-up call. There was an instance there where I can agree with that. And now we got another timeout on the floor. Both coaches want to talk things over. And we'll step aside. Quick 30-second timeout. Snow Canyon leads by 4 at crunch time when we come back.
House of Jump is Southern Utah's only indoor trampoline park and your only place to jump, dunk, and dodge. Head on over to our house, the House of Jump.
Let GBI help you get your project completed on time and on budget. If you're looking for work, join GBI's team for a great work environment, competitive pay, and benefits.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs. Just complete an application on your phone or computer, or stop by any branch.
Kent's is your one-stop shop for fresh produce, bakery items, deli, and meat. Stop by today for fast, friendly service.
Back here at the Spectrum. Thanks for tuning in. Next game coming up when this one is done is a Region 11 showdown head-to-head. Stick around for that one. KSLSports.com, your home for the entire 4A state tournament. Hamlin to trigger it in. They're going to quickly foul Natalie Olson. She'll head to the free throw line. Warriors leading by 4, 31 and a half seconds left here in the final quarter. It has been an incredible performance by Bear River. They led by 2 at the half. Snow Canyon in position to seal this victory if they can make free throws. And Natalie Olson does exactly that. First one good. One more coming. Natalie.
Clutch free throws.
She's got 6 in the contest. Those 2 were big. Fry gets it over Lacroix. Lacroix, nice between the legs. Step back. Bobby Jack, nothing but the bottom. That's a next level move, huh, Andy?
Oh, yeah. Lacroix's leaving it all out there. You saw her stealing all over the place.
The senior, Lacroix, with one of the prettiest moves we've seen in this entire game. And now the foul. 51-47, and again, Snow Canyon will have to hit free throws. So Joey Jensen, some big ones coming here. 16.1 seconds. Coach Pugsley was chatting with the official about something, and now they're going to have a little.
I wonder what's all.
Well, the clock has been off a little bit all day here at the Spectrum.
Yeah, earlier, I think it was just into the second game, they started losing it in the corners, and they've just shut it off completely.
Yeah, there's been clock problems today. The game clock on the standard shows 16.1. I think they're talking about if there's a discrepancy, and now we resume live action here. And Jensen will head to the free throw line. Frank May, Ski-Doo free throw line. And Joey Jensen, no, missed it. A dog pile down low, and we've got out of bounds. They say Pasa was out of bounds. No, they say Bear River touched it while laying on the baseline. It's going to be Snow Canyon basketball.
Yeah, right. They got our back on the blue paint on the court.
That's a crucial call, though. Snow Canyon can now try to run a little clock play, keep away, or head back to the free throw line, and it's right back to the free throw line as they foul Natalie Olson. Quick foul, though. That's what you wanted there. But, boy, Bear River really needed that defensive rebound.
Oh, yeah.
And Coach Roden's pulling everybody out of the lane.
Yeah, you need a lot to go right here if you're cheering for Bear River.
Olsen, free throw. Missed it. Sliver of hope for Bear River.
That's one of the things that needs to happen.
Don't have to have a three, but if she makes this one, you probably got to try to hit a transition three here. Second one is good. Lead is 5. LaCroix's got to stop and pop. That's what I would have done too, but she couldn't get it to go. Rebound saved, and it goes out of bounds and I think there's a 9/10 of a second left. Snow Canyon's going to win this game. Shot at the horn won't go, and the 3 seed Snow Canyon Lady Warriors in a battle royale have held on to win 52-47. Andy, your thoughts?
You know, you saw Lincoln Christian just upset Ridgeline. You know, we come into this one and you almost got another upset back to back. But you can't be ashamed of this loss if you're Bear River. I mean, a couple shots that should have went that didn't go. You know, it's going the other way.
Olivia Hamlin 22, Gracie Riley 22. They put on a show and a 5-point win for Snow Canyon. And we're going to talk with Caden Formaster's going to talk with Olivia Hamlin, who has exactly scored 1,000 points in her career. Caden, take it away.
All right, Olivia. Hey, big thing. They're shouting it over here from the stands. 1,000 career points. How does that feel?
Feels good. It's all because of my team.
Now, speaking of the team, you did get the team win today, moving on to the next round. That's exciting, but first things first, I know that you kind of had a little bit of some health scares over the night, and that was kind of a trip in itself. How are you feeling now after the win?
I'm feeling awesome. Let's go get tomorrow.
Sounds good. All right, we'll let you go celebrate the team.
All right, so you tell she's like, not feeling 100%, but you couldn't tell. 22 points for her. Snow Canyon wins by 5. Gracie Riley with 22. Let's make them our Hearst Ace Hardware players of the game, one for each respective team. Pretty easy in that one. I think Kelly Howard, the Appliance Soul Sailors Plus Playmaker Play of the Game, the corner pocket 3, that's the cushion Snow Canyon needed there down the stretch, and they go on and win by 5. Well, that's going to do it for this one. Snow Canyon will advance. They will await the winner of the game coming up next. We've got another one here on tap for you. Still 3 more games to come on KSLSports.com. Mountain Crest Skyview will tip off here in about 20 minutes. 20 minutes from right now. That'll be followed by Desert Hills and Ridgeline. That's a rematch of last year's 4A Girls State Championship. And then the nightcap scheduled for 9-10 tonight is the 4-5 matchup. The 5-seed Lady Flyers taking on the Wolves of Green Canyon.
Should be a fun night of basketball here as we're hitting the last 3 games of the night. And again, a good region matchup. Skyview, Mountain Crest coming up, followed by some big matchups later.
You could tell Livy Hamlin wanted to give the credit to her team, and she was acting fine. But you could tell her eyes are still a little puffy, and
she's still a little out of breath. A little out of breath.
But you know what? I mean, that's a gutty performance.
It was, and putting up 23 points is never easy, and especially doing it with allergies. I can't even imagine.
Unbelievable stuff. Let's get you some final stats before we sign off here and turn it around for the next game coming up. How about Gracie Riley? 9 of 21. 22 points, 9 rebounds, and 1 turnover. She played incredible in this one. Crystal Park, 4 out of 6. She had 8. Fry chipped in 7. You look at some more of the Adams Wealth Advisor statistics in this one. Hamlin ended with 23 on the button, 1,000 points in her career. But how about Kelly Howard? 15 points. Natalie Olson chipped in 7. 4 for Joey Jensen, 3 for Kaisa Andrews, 52-47. The victory. Warriors shoot 40% in the game from the field, 9 of 15, 60% from the free throw line. Bear River in the loss, 38% from the field, 33% from the three-point line. Just 2 3-pointers hit, 2 out of 6. Didn't take that many. You could tell that Coach Pugsley's game plan was to go down low, and it nearly worked. in this one. But it was that third quarter. Andy, and you mentioned it, that third quarter. That's where Bear River had struggled and had some letdowns. Snow Canyon able to outscore them by 8 to kind of get separation. Even though it was close down the stretch, that proved to be the difference that third quarter.
Yeah, and that's kind of been the story all season long. But, I mean, that was the best way to probably kick off here the girls' bracket of the playoffs.
Yeah, great game. No question about it. The dream of a title lives on for Snow Canyon, for Lorimer and Riley and Park and Westmoreland and LaCroix, these core seniors. What a career. Congratulations on a valiant effort in the loss. The final, 52-47. Snow Canyon will sit back and await the winner of the game we have coming up next. We'll start the pregame show and get to the tip-off here in about 15 minutes on KSLSports.com